Have you learned about different profile of roasting of coffee beans? Hi, welcome to Coffee Mythuster. I am Cindy, authorized trainer of Specialty Coffee Association. We would like to explore on today's topic the choice of roast profile, light, medium, or dark, and its profound impact on the sensory perception of coffee. When we sip a cup, whether it bursts with bright citrus, hums with caramel sweetness, or comforts with deep chocolate notes, we're experiencing the artistry of roasting. The roast profile is the lens through which a coffee's potential is revealed, shaping its flavor, aroma, body, and acidity. Today, we'll dive into the science, technique, and creativity behind light, medium, and dark roasts, examining how each transforms the bean and the sensory experience in the cup. This is a journey through heat, flavor, and perception, and I'm thrilled to share it with you. Let's set the stage. Imagine a single lot of green coffee, say, an Ethiopian Yirgacheffe Gesha, grown at 1,900 meters, with the potential for jasmine, lemon, and berry notes. Now picture that lot roasted three ways: light, medium, and dark. The light roast might dance with floral and citrus brightness. The medium roast balance sweet caramel with soft fruit, and the dark roast envelop you in rich, chocolatey depth. These differences aren't just about taste. They affect aroma, mouthfeel, and even how we perceive the coffee story. Roasting is where science meets art, and the choice of profile is the roaster's signature. To understand how roasting alters sensory perception, we need to start with the green bean. Green coffee is a raw canvas, packed with sugars, organic acids, lipids, and proteins, but it's grassy and unpalatable. Roasting transforms these compounds through heat, triggering chemical reactions like the Maillard reaction, caramelization, and degradation of acids. The degree of roast, light, medium, or dark determines which compounds dominate, shaping the coffee's sensory profile. Light roasts preserve the bean's intrinsic flavors, medium roasts balance complexity and sweetness, and dark roasts emphasize roast-driven characteristics. Let's explore each in turn, diving into their chemistry, sensory impact, and practical applications. First, let's talk about light roasts, often the darling of the specialty coffee world. Light roasts, typically ending at 190 to 200 degrees Celsius after first crack, the audible pop when water vapor escapes the bean, preserve the bean's original character, its varietal, terroir, and processing nuances. These roasts are light brown, with no oil on the surface, and they highlight acidity, floral, and fruity notes. The sensory perception of a light roast is vibrant, complex, and often delicate, with a lighter body and bright, tangy flavors. Chemically, light roasts retain high levels of organic acids like citric and malic, which contribute to brightness. The Maillard reaction, which begins around 140 degrees Celsius, creates volatile compounds responsible for floral, fruity, and nutty aromas, but it's not pushed far enough for heavy caramelization. For example, a light-roasted Ethiopian Gesha from Sidama, processed as a washed coffee, might burst with jasmine, lemon zest, and peach, its citric acidity sparkling on the palate. The light roast preserves these delicate notes, reflecting the high-altitude terroir and the varietal's genetic potential. For roasters, light roasts require precision. The beans, often denser from high-altitude origins like Kenya or Ethiopia, needed gentle heat curved to avoid scorching while developing flavor. A fast roast can overemphasize acidity, making the coffee taste sour, while a slow roast builds complexity. Baristas love light roasts for pour-overs, where methods like AV60 highlight their brightness and clarity. A light-roasted Kenyan SL28 from Nairi, for instance, might reveal grapefruit and blackcurrant in a pour-over, with a crisp, tea-like body that delights the senses. However, light roasts can be polarizing. Their high acidity and delicate flavors appeal to specialty coffee enthusiasts, but may feel sharp or underdeveloped to those accustomed to richer profiles. Solubility is also a challenge. Light roasted beans are less broken down, requiring precise brewing to avoid under-extraction. Despite these hurdles, light roasts are ideal for showcasing a coffee's origin, making them a favorite for single-origin offerings. Next, let's explore medium roasts, the versatile middle ground. Medium roasts, typically ending at 205 to 210 degrees Celsius, just before or at the start of second crack, strike a balance between the beans' intrinsic flavors and roast-driven characteristics. These beans are medium brown, sometimes with a slight sheen, and offer a harmonious blend of acidity, sweetness, and body. The sensory perception is balanced, neither too bright nor too heavy, with flavors like caramel, stone fruit, and chocolate. In a medium roast, the Maillard reaction continues to produce complex aromatics, while caramelization, which kicks in above 170 degrees Celsius, adds sweet, toasty notes. Organic acids are partially preserved, maintaining some brightness, but sugars begin to caramelize, enhancing sweetness. A medium-roasted Colombian caturra from Huila, for example, might offer green apple and caramel, with a creamy mouthfeel and moderate acidity. The roast tempers the sharpness of a light roast while avoiding the heavy, roast-dominated flavors of a dark roast. Roasters appreciate medium roasts for their flexibility. They suit a wide range of beans, from high-acidity Kenyans to lower-acidity Brazilians. A medium roast of a Costa Rican Terraza bourbon might balance apricot and honey notes with a smooth, nutty finish, appealing to diverse palates. The roast profile often involves a moderate heat curve, allowing time for flavor development without pushing into heavy caramelization. Baristas find medium roasts versatile for espresso or filter brews, where their balanced profile shines. An espresso shot of a medium-roasted Rwandan bourbon might deliver cranberry, brown sugar, and a velvety crema, pleasing both purists and casual drinkers. Medium roasts are forgiving but require skill to avoid a flat profile. If the roast is too cautious, the coffee can lack character. If pushed too far, it risks losing origin-specific flavors. For specialty coffee, medium roasts are a sweet spot, offering complexity without sacrificing the bean's unique story. Now, let's dive into dark roasts, the bold and robust end of the spectrum. Dark roasts, ending at 215 to 225 degrees Celsius, well into second crack, are deep brown to black, often oily, and dominated by roast-driven flavors. The sensory perception is rich, heavy, and low in acidity, with notes of dark chocolate, molasses, or roasted nuts. Dark roasts emphasize body over brightness, creating a comforting, intense experience. Chemically, dark roasts push caramelization to the forefront, breaking down sugars into sweet, burnt, or smoky compounds. Organic acids like citric and malic degrade, reducing acidity, while quinic acid forms, adding bitterness. The Maillard reaction slows as amino acids are depleted, but earlier formed compounds contribute roasted, toasty notes. A dark roasted Brazilian cachuai from Cerrado might taste of dark chocolate and hazelnut, with a heavy, syrupy body and minimal acidity, masking its origin's subtler flavors. Dark roasts are popular for espresso blends, where their bold body and low acidity create a rich, creamy shot. A dark roasted blend with a Colombian Supremo might yield bittersweet chocolate and caramel, perfect for a classic espresso or milk-based drinks like lattes. Roasters must manage heat carefully. Dark roasts risk carbonization, which introduces ashy or burnt flavors. A slow roast with high airflow can develop depth without scorching, while dense beans, like those from high-altitude origins, require extra care to avoid uneven roasting. Baristas find dark roasts forgiving for brewing, as their soluble compounds extract easily, but they can lack nuance, making them less ideal for manual methods like pour-over. Dark roasts appeal to traditional coffee drinkers, but may disappoint those seeking origin-specific flavors, as the roast overshadows varietal and terroir. Let's consider how roast profiles interact with different coffees. A high-altitude Ethiopian geisha, with its floral and citrus potential, shines in a light roast, where its jasmine and lemon notes are preserved. A medium roast softens its acidity, adding caramel and stone fruit, while a dark roast transforms it into a chocolatey, muted cup, losing its delicate character. A Brazilian bourbon with lower acidity might taste flat in a light roast, but a medium roast brings out nutty and caramel notes, and a dark roast enhances its chocolatey depth. The roast profile must align with the bean's inherent qualities to maximize sensory impact. Processing methods also influence how roasts affect perception. Washed coffees, like a Kenyan SL28, have high acidity and clean flavors, making them ideal for light or medium roasts that highlight their grapefruit or berry notes. Natural processed coffees, like an Ethiopian Sidama, with their fruitier, sweeter profiles, can handle medium to dark roasts, where caramelization complements their jammy blueberry or strawberry flavors. Honey-processed coffees, like a Costa Rican Caturra, balance acidity and sweetness, making them versatile across all roast levels, from bright apricot in a light roast to toffee in a dark roast. Brewing is the final step in translating roast profiles to sensory perception. Light roasts, with their delicate flavors, excel in pour-overs, where precise extractions highlight acidity and aromatics. A light-roasted Yirgacheffe on a Chemex might sing with floral and citrus notes. Medium roasts suit espresso or drip, balancing sweetness and body. Think a medium-roasted Colombian in an espresso machine, yielding caramel and apple. Dark roasts thrive in immersion methods like French press or cold brew, where their heavy body and bold flavors stand out, as in a dark-roasted Brazilian with chocolate and molasses. Let's bring this to life with a story. Imagine a roaster working with a Panamanian geisha, known for its jasmine and peach potential. A light roast at 195 degrees Celsius preserves its floral brightness and citric acidity, creating a vibrant pour-over. A medium roast at 208 degrees Celsius adds caramel sweetness, balancing the fruit for a smooth espresso. A dark roast at 220 degrees Celsius transforms it into a rich, chocolatey cup, best for a latte. The same beans, but three distinct sensory experiences, shaped by the roast profile and brewing method. As members of the SCA, you shape sensory perception through roasting choices. Roasters tailor your profiles to the bean's origin and processing, light for high-acidity Africans, medium for versatile Central Americans, dark for robust Brazilians. Experiment with heat curves and airflow to balance acidity, sweetness, and body. Baristas choose brewing methods that complement the roast, sharing its story with customers. Explain why a light roast sparkles or a dark roast comforts. When sourcing, select green coffees suited to your desired roast profile, ensuring the raw materials support your vision. Challenges abound. Inconsistent green coffee quality can disrupt roast outcomes, requiring adjustments to heat or time. Climate change threatens bean composition, altering how roasts develop flavor. As an industry, we must support farmers through sustainable practices and research to maintain quality, while roasters invest in technology for precise control. Innovations like roast profiling software or experimental processing can enhance our ability to craft sensory experiences. In closing, the choice of light, medium, or dark roast is a powerful tool for shaping coffee's sensory perception. Light roasts celebrate brightness and origin, medium roasts offer balance and versatility, and dark roasts deliver bold, comforting depth. Each profile transforms the bean, creating a unique interplay of flavor, aroma, and body. As we savor these cups, let's honor the roasters, farmers, and baristas who craft them. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of roasting profiles. Let's keep tasting, learning, and celebrating the extraordinary world of coffee. To support our channel, please follow our Instagram and subscribe our YouTube channel. Enjoy the coffee moments. See you. Unlock the world of coffee with the Coffee Skills Program, your gateway to master the art and science of coffee. Whether you're an aspiring barista or simply a passionate coffee lover, the Introduction to Coffee course is the perfect starting point. You'll learn about coffee origins, flavor profiles, and brewing techniques while gaining hands-on skills to prepare exceptional coffee. Whether you dream of crafting the perfect espresso or deepening your appreciation for every sip, this course equips you with the knowledge to take your love for coffee to the next level. Don't just drink coffee, experience it. Start your journey today.